Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills. This is Brock Shimano. Today's November 8th, one day before the USDA supply and demand report is released. If you look at the trade session today, it was very interesting. We saw a little position evening, but what we also saw was wheat close a penny higher than $9 and beans actually closed 3 cents lower than that $15 price level that we've been watching. What does that mean? Well, honestly, we're so close to the USDA report. I think it's going to be all fundamental based in the trade session tomorrow, so I wouldn't pay too close attention to these breakings of key price levels. Brock, we had export sales come out. That definitely moved the markets this morning. We saw some surprises. What were they?
You know, corn actually met analyst expectations, came in at 157,000 metric tons. Wheat missed analyst expectations at 209,000 metric tons, but like you said, the big surprise was in the soybean market, only 186,000 metric tons. Analysts were expecting about 600 to 800,000 metric tons. You know, this is a slight down week in what has been a relatively good year so far. If you take a look at where we stand on soybean export sales for this marketing year, the red line is what we are expecting to meet the USDA expectations for the weekly sales. What we do see is the blue bars. You can see this week we actually missed those that analyst expectation by quite a bit. For the year though, we are at 237 million bushels ahead of pace, but we fell 20 million bushels this week alone. If you take a look at corn, as we know, we are a little bit behind pace to meet USDA expectations. We fell 4.4 million bushels this week. But like you said, Cody, export sales drove the market this morning. We met some key technical areas today, but tomorrow is going to be all about the fundamentals in the USDA report.
Yeah, let's take a look right now at what the analysts are expecting out of this report. For corn, I think what the number that people are focusing on where there might be some revisions is the harvested acreage. In October, they came out with 87.7 million acres. There's a possibility we see 87.14, at least that's the average analyst guess. If you take a look at soybeans, really where the big revision would be yield, and I think that would that definitely increase production. But what you'll notice here is that they're factoring in any increases in production will be gobbled up in demand, and ending stocks will most likely be right around where they were in October.
So we could see some revisions to harvested acres for corn. Soybeans, the number to look at is the yield figures, but you know, I think the market that's really going to have some surprises or some potential for surprises is the wheat market. We've seen global production really take a nosedive over the last couple of months or so. Yeah,
global wheat ending stocks it has the potential to be revised from about 173 million metric tons down to 170.969 million metric tons. Mostly, I think a lot of it will have to do with Australia's production. They're really suffering down there. It's been really bad, and the bottom line is we could see only about 16 million metric tons of exports out of Australia versus last year a record of 23 million metric tons. So the bottom line is the production's lower, exports will most likely be lower out of Australia. That could push some of the sales onto U.S. books. There could be a bullish surprise tomorrow for wheat. Who knows?
Reports are released at 7:30 a.m. Central Time tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter. We'll be releasing those numbers as soon as we get them. Check us out on Facebook or get a hold of us at 877-472-4607.